The following video is brought to you by the guys at the Wrecking and Racing Podcast, a NASCAR podcast made by the fans for the fans. Check them out at www.wreckingandracing.com, facebook.com/wreckingandracing, and Twitter at Wrecking and Racing. Hello again, ladies and gentlemen, Saki here, and welcome back to another episode of NASCAR Racing 2003 season, the 2019 highlights from my Thursday racing series. If you want to check out the whole race, go ahead and look in the playlist down below. You'll see the complete Kentucky race, but here we go. To start the race, Denny Hamlin on the pole, Kyle Busch to the outside, and already some three-wide shenanigans at play. Lap 2, Denny Hamlin still leads the way, but back in the pack, side by side, 3 and 4 wide, rooting and gouging. Myself and Brandon making our way up through the field slowly but surely. You can see Brandon down there in that wreckingandracing.com podcast Toyota on the bottom, and I am 3 wide with Chris Buescher and Daniel Suarez. Lap 3, turn 3, Joey Logano and Brandon get together. Joey Logano with heavy rear end damage that will bring out the first caution, and strategy begins. Lap 4, select cars do come down pit road. As we are within our fuel window at this point, Brandon decides to come down this time and take 4 tires and fuel and set himself up for the end of the race. The next lap, Saka comes down for 4 tires and fuel, not wanting to cut the fuel window too fine, so he goes an extra lap, gives up that track position, but also sets himself up for the rest of the race. Lap 6, coming to 7, Denny Hamlin still leads the way as the field gets back to green. Lap 8, side by side for the lead, Kevin Harvick to the inside of Denny Hamlin, Kurt Busch to follow. That puts Kevin Harvick out front. And with the win this year, he's just trying to solidify himself with some extra bonus points for the playoffs. Lap 16, Saka looks to the inside of Bowman. Bowman getting on the brakes. Saka with a very lazy slide going into turn 1. Eric Jones also involved, but this will bring out the yellow and set up for fuel strategy, as everyone that did not pit on that first caution will come down. Saka will stay out. Coming to lap 21 of 27, Saka out of shape as he buzzes the rear tires on the start. That creates a bottleneck on the high lane, and even though Saka thinks that he's got this under control and can fight back on the exit of turn 2, he gets really loose, spins down into Eric Almirola, into Brad Keselowski, and he will have to pit for damage, 4 tires to finish the race up on fresh rubber. Coming to lap 26 of 27, Brandon with a very healthy start gets the jump on Jimmy Johnson and paces the field with 2 laps to go. And coming out of 4, checkered flag in the air, 27 laps complete, Brandon will take his 8th win of the year. Looking at your top 10, Brandon in first, Jimmy Johnson in second, Austin Dillon in third, Kyle Busch for 35th, deciding to pit with a few laps to go. 4th, Alex Bowman. 5th place, Kevin Harvick. 6th place, Kyle Larson. 7th place, Daniel Hemrick. 8th place, Kurt Busch. 9th place, DiBenedetto. Rounding out your top 10, Eric Almirola. Saka ends up finishing this race in 22nd spot. So, looking at the points, Brandon with 8 wins for the year, Saka with 6. Almirola, Harvick, Keselowski, Busch, and Blaney have all wins this year. Larson more than 2 races ahead, and even Jimmy Johnson is now a race ahead. But Chase Elliott is your cutoff driver with a race in between Clint Boyer and Eric Jones. So between 13th and 19th can change hands on the next race at New Hampshire. But that will do it for me. Like, share, and subscribe if you are so bold. Thank you so much for tuning in, and I will see you for the next NASCAR Racing 2003 season video. Take care.